Hello everyone, this is Marcel, the Python you can rely on, bringing you thoughts on feminism and how it spreads in society. I'm going to come at this in a couple of different ways. Firstly, I want to question this concept that feminists are actually weak or ignorant people, and I'll explain why they are not, at least not a great many of them. Secondly, I'm going to point out why cancer is actually a lot like feminism in the way that it behaves. To begin with, consider for a moment that feminism and other movements like it, as well as even some religions, could actually be an evolutionary adaptation. Allow me to explain. Through history, the people that survived, the ones that lasted the longest, were often those that were the most motivated, fought the hardest, and would stand by their convictions, stand their ground, and face adversity. For readers of Darwin, it would be survival of the fittest. But in today's modern society, there really aren't as many battles that we can fight, at least in first world countries like America. This often leaves a lot of people seeking purpose, seeking drive, somewhere to put all of this upkempt energy that they have, that they want to put into a noble cause. I can't imagine many people would want to live without purpose, so naturally this will leave a person feeling very restless. Then take that person and inject a series of events that cause them to change their behaviors. Perhaps they're introduced to someone who is a feminist, for example. Then other events occur that cause them to exhibit the behaviors that they were shown within the feminist community. Let's say excessive catcalling, or they feel they've been discriminated against at work, or someone that they love deeply hurts them and betrays them. That would be the initiator event, what actually takes that drive and motivation directed by feminism, catalyzed by experiences, and fuels it forward, turns the genes on. Please note that I'm not saying that feminism is genetic, simply that it's possible that a person who is highly motivated towards a cause, that could have genetic ties, or at the very least behavioral ties. That is what causes this person who was originally just a restless person to go out and spread the word of feminism to others, fight for it tooth and nail, and complete that script, that narrative of what feminism is, even extract advantages or resources from society based on their victimhood. Now if you look at cancer, it's a normal cell, or a mostly normal cell, that may just be lacking in some DNA coding that allows it to detect damaged genetic information, but is inherently not cancerous, that comes in contact with a carcinogen that causes it to either replicate faster in order to heal itself or even become inflamed. Over time, a series of mutations develop that cause the cell to behave extremely abnormally. If a specific series of events happens to occur to that set of cells, it is possible that they will be given a growth advantage over the cells surrounding them and lose the ability to detect that their own behaviors are wrong. Then they start to take over that particular area. Given enough time unhindered, the cells will actually grow to a point where they can tap into the blood supply underneath where they're growing and hijack the body's natural resources, directing them into that tumor, even causing it to become malignant. That's where it begins to spread to other parts of the body. I don't want to get too deep into the thoughts and science behind cancer, but you can see the comparison between a person that is just motivated or has the potential to become motivated, who lacks the ability to see the problems feminism is causing in society, becoming a feminist and spreading the cause, and a cell that is not inherently bad, just has the potential to grow a little bit faster, that's encouraged by carcinogens and triggering events, which cause it to spread and become a tumor and destroy its host. Now as for feminists, they're people that lack direction, something to fight for, and in a first world country that's really hard to find. That's why all of their attention is pointed towards things that either don't exist or are not a serious problem, like the wage gap, or even manspreading on a train. Furthermore, I don't believe that feminism will ever stop, in the sense that people, feminists, will never stop striving towards their causes, whatever those causes happen to be. These are people that need a purpose, that need drive, and they will continue fighting for causes even after they've been given everything that they're asking for. Once they have won everything that they feel they deserve, a bunch of them will sit down somewhere and come up with a new fight, a new cause that they want to win. Then all of their minions in their echo chamber will follow suit. This is why it's almost impossible to show a feminist that they're wrong, even with the data right in front of them, because they are programmed to disregard anything that doesn't follow along with their movement. It also doesn't help how easy it is to spread. I was walking with a friend just yesterday, and as we were talking, I asked her if she were a feminist, and she looks at me and says, "Well, I'm pro-choice." As if that has some damn connection to being a feminist, other than the fact that's typically what feminists believe they should have a right to do. She came across as if she had to be a feminist in order to believe that way. So tell me, am I onto something here with all of this? I realize that this whole feminism is cancer thing's been going around for a while. I openly welcome all of your thoughts and opinions, without any trigger warnings. I also realized that I didn't cover white knights or male feminists directly. That's a subject for an entirely new video. Thank you so much, everyone, and if you like me and want to hear more, you know what to do.